Hey y'all, it's Dr. Leona Mercury coming at you on this beautiful, beautiful Saturday morning. It is the 23rd of July and it's going to be very warm here, so I wanted to make sure I did this now. It's a brand new reading I'm doing. It's psychic reading, so I have psychic things come through all the time. Taurus this week had a wrongful death come through. I've been seeing the death card quite a lot lately, and that makes sense with the Rahu and Mars placement in something called the Rani Nakshatra. I am a Vedic astrologer, and I use my voodoo doll here. I am a Nola reader. I use my voodoo doll to hold these beautiful mala beads. Her name is Chandra, by the way, 'cause she has a moon applique on her. She is a voodoo doll for tranquility. Voodoo is actually something that was used to create a sense of power for those who didn't have any, and the will of the person is the thing that makes that go. So I very much look forward to talking to you more about Vedic astrology and what I do as a reader, and also show you some of the things I do as a psychic medium. So today's reading, because this week I had a lot of psychic things come through and I don't have always the time to hear it. It's almost like listening to something through water is how I describe it. So I'm hoping that today I'm able to give you some really good information, some good psychic readings, and this is for the general collective, all signs. I'm going to put it out and see what happens. If you don't like it, if I don't see any views, I'll obviously won't do this again. But I do psychic events as well. And the last one I did, when there's specific people there in the energy I'm connecting with, boy, do things come through that are specific to you. So if you would like to have that happen, please come to the Vedic Astrology webinar, because I will always be I always get messages. They always come through. And if you're there, it's more likely that a message will come through for you. I can't guarantee anything like that, and I can't verify any of this. I think that's important to note. But I am also doing a live event that's not going to have anything psychic about it. The next psychic event isn't until October, around Samhain. So right around that doorway time. I'm not sure where I'll be I may be out here. Could be happening here. But no matter where I am, I hope that you can join me. If you want to get free admission to these live events, please come to patreon.com/leonamercuryphd. All the info is in the description box below. Okay, are you guys ready? I am ready. It is like such a beautiful moment. I'm hoping that nobody starts mowing their lawn. Okay, 303, and we're beginning with the King of Wands. Some of you clearly have some fire in your chart. With your birth chart, also called a Rashi chart in Vedic astrology, you have all 12 signs. I think people discount that. Your sun sign is not the most important sign in your chart. Your most important sign is your ascendant, because that represents your physical life. So I see pain here underlying someone with King of Wands energy. Gender is fluid, everyone, so don't worry about that. I also see that they worried about juggling. They're going to be going from a king to a knight. That's backwards energy. When the wheel of fortune turns, they may be able to come forward with the star energy towards a Queen of Swords. So that's someone with possibly air in their charts. These are surface reads. I see this as someone that is creative and abundant, and someone that also is mature and knows when to say no and when to say yes. This King of Wands energy is someone that has a lot of passion. A lot of passion. And that passion has maybe caused them some pain because they have juggled in the past, I think. And that is something that might be coming up for them again. And they're very passionate about a particular individual. This is Uranus and Saturn energy coming through. Again, we've got a Queen of Swords here. And the Magician, Gemini energy. What I see here is Mercury. I see communication going either way. It's a little bit inconsistent. There seems to be something here that this person, if this is you, if this is your energy, doesn't have to be feminine or masculine. It could be divine human energy. I see that this person, whoever is represented by this Queen of Swords, would like to communicate, but this is the same person here, because like they are this person's star. This person is their star as well. Oh, and the deer is here, everybody. I don't know if you can see it because of the sun, but she's coming right down there. Yeah, the baby may come out too. I feel bad. I feel bad about my being here now, actually, but it's so quiet out. We're all out. So we've got a 10 here with the Wheel of Fortune and a 10 of Wands. So I see, some of you may want to move, but you're unable to do that at this time. There's been some delay. I think that some of you also are burdened by your number of choices that you have. You may have a lot of choices right now, but I want you to take a look at this card, because you could see that all the cups, unlike in the Rider-Waite deck where there's like poison and death waiting in some of the cups, geez, you know, that deck is crazy. 7 of Cups here, you have gold coins, and they're going up in succession, and so are you. You're riding a freaking Pegasus, okay? And every time you rise, let yourself rise higher, you're going to have more choices and more money, it looks like. That might be a burden, actually. Weird to say that, but that might be one of your burdens. You might be too busy. You might have too much going on, like in terms of work. Yeah, this mama is nursing. She had a baby about, I keep wanting to say like 6 weeks ago, but it could be 7 or 8 weeks ago now. The baby is so tiny. It's one of the smallest I've seen at this age. Still has her spots and everything, so. I just love seeing this deer. I know it's so strange. The sun is reflecting off of the screen in a way that you can't really see her, but she's like right down there. Yeah, you can't. I know you can't. How do I? She's right down there. Yeah, it's hard for you guys to see her. Choices in love. That could be a burden. Believe it or not, that could be a burden. I do see love coming towards somebody, a relationship. That person may be holding back right now. They are an Emperor. The bottom of the deck is a 5 of Pentacles. So this is a person you may not be talking to. I don't like when this King of Swords comes out, because having a King and Queen of Swords on the deck at the same time can often represent a, oops, something got me. There's like a bug on my deck here that actually can create quite a little problem, so I'm trying to make sure I stay aware. This is justice coming in. I feel like this is an attorney. There's an ending here. It could be a divorce. Heaven and hell. Jupiter energy, Libra, Aries, Gemini, Aquarius. So these are some, Scorpio, of course. 4 of Cups. Someone's holding back. She's coming up real close, y'all. A little chipmunk. You can see sometimes chipmunks running down there below on the outside of the screen. They use it like a highway. Holding back on the Lover's card. Because of a marriage. You're gonna have some happiness. I want you all to also to see that there is a phoenix there above these gates. This I got this deck in New Orleans. I was going to say of course, but it's not of course. I get decks from all over. But this deck I got at Marie Laveau's, and the first I let it, like, it was an intuitive buy, and the first time I opened it, I used it in Lafayette Cemetery #1. Okay, so you can see those videos are on my YouTube page. You can see them, so you can see I bought the deck and then I brought it to the cemetery with me because I actually forgot to bring my deck. I was going to do a reading using my ancestors to bless my channel, and yeah, that's what happened. So this is a deck that the ancestors often speak to me through because of where I first used it. So I do see that some of you are going to have a renewal, maybe, of a situation. There could be a partnership at play. I'm seeing more angels coming through for you. This is more Sagittarian energy. Sagittarian energy is very big here. Hi, baby. She's right here. Oh, you can't see her anymore, really. She's getting close. I mean, in terms of real distance, she's not 6 feet away from me. I'm going to be quieter in this moment so I can try to... I do see this is going to be slow energy toward this 8 of Wands. But there's someone that loves you. They're coming in. They may want to marry you. Someone that you're connected to from the past. There's also some level of attachment there. All right. I'm going to clarify some of these things in a moment, but let's see what the ancestors have to say to me. Now that I don't feel pressure. I love the fact that the deer is here, y'all. To me, that's Mrigashira energy. Mrigashira, depending on where you're from. All right, so I am hearing about that wrongful death again. Someone in the collective is dealing with a wrongful death. I am also seeing someone lost a child, a little girl. She was maybe, I want to say 5, 6, possibly 7. I'm very sorry if that's the case for you, for both the wrongful death and the loss of the child. I'm hearing the name Caroline. I'm also either seeing the state or the name of Georgia. I am getting Louisiana right now, but that's connected to me, so I would expect that. I'm seeing, oh. I'm hearing about a place in, I think it's northern England, maybe, close to the Scottish border. Stockton-on-Tees is coming out. I'm not sure why. Some of you might be able to tell me why. Galway, Ireland is coming through also. That's again connected to me directly. So I get that. Also hearing about Dublin. Someone might be in the collective, maybe planning a trip to UK, Ireland. That's an obvious thing, but I am seeing these moments. Off she goes. Thank you, my darling. It was so special, y'all. I'm hearing the name Doug or Douglas. I'm hearing that someone's a barrister. That's definitely UK coming through, and I think that could be someone on the other side, but I'm not sure. They could be connected to you if you are that barrister. There's really this doing it for like a big collective is there's too much information coming through. I'm seeing a baby crying. Someone on the other side saying my name. Graham crackers. I don't know why that's coming through. Graham crackers. I'm also seeing a car accident happen. It was like at an intersection, and possibly I'm seeing like, and I'm not sure if this is going to translate, but it feels like one car was like a neutral colored car, which feels like a giveaway to me, but like I want to say like a gold is how it's like a tan or gold colored car, and the other car was like more of like a, I don't know, like a maroon or a brick red or something. That's an old colored car, so this could be an old accident. I'm getting things from the other side, I think. Could be telepathy, I have no idea. Harvard proved telepathy was real, so I kind of, in 2014, yes, you could look up that study if you wish, Harvard University. Yep. Researchers from there anyway, not the university itself. Okay, now I'm getting something. There's something about a lawyer here. Someone in the collective has met an attorney. Oh, and my hand is here too. Okay. Yeah. For someone in the collective, you've met someone who works in legal services, or you work in legal services, and there is a person that really, really, really loves you. It feels like it might have been a chance meeting, could have been through work on some level. I'm getting something about a drive-in movie theater. Someone who makes you feel alive again. They might be holding back right now because they are actually married or in a committed relationship, if that's your story. Oh, I'm seeing, this is so strange, but I'm seeing I think it's a cinnamon bun or a Danish maybe. Looks like some kind of very large pastry. Oh, Panera. Someone getting some breakfast at Panera? Send some my way. Not that though, I wouldn't eat it. Nah, not my bag. All right, they're calling me to continue the reading, but how am I gonna do that? Well, I just wanna, there's also a truck here. Did some of y'all see an accident with a tractor trailer when you were driving? I don't know if you were a part of that accident, but you might have seen a tractor trailer kind of like have like the back of the trailer kind of go that way. It's called something specific, but of course I can't think of what it is at this moment. Something about a knife, but it's a tractor trailer. You might have seen it happen, or one of them might have seen it happen. Yeah, I'm seeing someone going to maybe Ghana, Africa. Ghana, I'm seeing the most beautiful clothing, and like some kind of like a head wrap in like a turquoise color. That's how it's appearing to me. I'm also hearing someone speaking en français, talking to perhaps you. Could be someone on their side, actually, now that I think of it. They may have called you bebe. Bebe. They're here. She's calling me a witch. I don't really identify that way. Although maybe actually with what I do during the day, perhaps I might have been thought of that way. Yeah. What I do during the day is like a really traditional thing these days, but I suppose it's as close to being able to read people's mind as it gets, and have like a degree that backs that up. Quite literally. Okay, now they're telling me to stop. There was like an unusual pet in the family. I want to say, I can't tell what it is. It's like unusual, like this is going to sound so weird, and I don't like saying weird things out loud, but it's like a lemur, something that's typically out like in a tree, but somehow it attached itself to you or to this person, and they're telling me about that. So I don't know if it's a lemur. I'm not sure what it is. To be honest with you, I have no idea. I don't recognize the animal. Yeah. I'm also seeing someone getting a tattoo in China, in a tattoo shop, maybe after walking the Great Wall, or somehow before that, or somehow connected to the Great Wall. I'm not sure if the tattoo is connected to the Great Wall, but I know that this is someone that chose to get a tattoo in China, perhaps connected to the Great Wall. I'm not sure. I feel like it's not a person from China. I feel like it's like a tourist, perhaps someone there to see. Maybe that's it. They're telling me about it. I'm hearing the name Daniel. That could be someone over here that they're trying to get your attention. It could also be there. I honestly can't tell. I'm hearing the name, oh my gosh, this is so specific. I'm so sorry if this is revealing in any way. I'm hearing the name Daniel Patterson. There's someone on the other side that wants to speak to you specifically. Someone passed away. I would say it could be 6 months to a year. They're not sure. This is, I'm regretting doing this already. I'm seeing that someone recently had an encounter with a fox. Not a bad encounter, but you saw a fox. Might have been on the side of the road, perhaps, something like that. It felt like it was a sign, and it was. They're telling you it was. You need to escape from a situation, and they wanted you to know that they're here with you. Sometimes if you find that, like this morning, this is why I decided to do this reading today, because this morning I woke up to the sound of a clamp screwing down onto a table, I think. And I had that clamp come through yesterday. So the person on the other side, they wanted me to get up and do this reading. Meanwhile, where are they? I don't know. They're saying that there's someone in the collective that had a past trauma. had to do with a workbench. No, I don't know. Wait. Someone, oh my God. Someone had a clamp on a workbench. And that's what you were seeing when this trauma occurred. A male figure maybe hurt you. I don't know if it was a father. I want to say father, but I don't know. I don't want you to feel angry at me if that happens. It's not exactly right. I don't know. Could have been an uncle, I guess. See, they showed me right away that there's a lot of pain in the collective, and as we have all these retrograde planets right now, Saturn especially, you need to move forward. If you're listening to this right now, you need to move forward beyond the pain. I need to move forward beyond the pain too. And part of what I do is help people to move forward in any way I can, beyond the pain of their illness, whatever it is that they have happening. Yeah, I am seeing here chronic illness is now coming through. Someone has a chronic illness. Cancer is an easy one, but I do see someone in the collective has survived cancer. There is someone else in the collective that has received a cancer diagnosis recently. And you have a grandmother coming through telling you to be brave. I'm very sorry if that's actually happening to someone. I'm sending you lots of love. I'm getting the name David right now. The name Benjamin is coming out as well. Those two names have been coming out the last few days. I'm hearing someone tell the story of Anansi the spider. To do with an alligator or crocodile. I'm sorry, crocodile. I don't even want to tell you what I'm hearing now, but it's something interesting for sure. Because it's not just people that come through that are attached to you from, your lifetime. It's also people generations back that are attached to you that are there. And I have someone coming through who was, this is going to sound super weird, so I'm like aware of that. Appears to me that they're like a druid or a monk of some kind. They're telling me they made bread in a monastery. I mean, it could be someone that's doing that today. Doesn't look like that to me, but maybe. So if you had a relative that made bread in a monastery, they're here. I'm seeing that someone was recently attacked, and they want you to know that they were there and that it could have been worse. You survived it, but it could have been worse. They were there with you, even though horrible things happened. They couldn't stop those things from happening, but they did their best to try to get those people to leave you alone. You had a black eye at the end of this, and there's some pretty horrible imagery coming through, and so if this has happened to you, I'm sending you so much love and light. I can't even say. You were walking home. I see a bar, maybe. Could be a restaurant. Looks like could be a city, I'm not sure. And I want to say the name Charlie, but I don't know if that's your name or not. I'm hearing Heilman or Hellerman. Elman. That's like a mayonnaise, but that's not what it's a last name. Like that. So I apologize. I'm also seeing, wow, it's just a lot of like death and destruction. I'm seeing that today. Oh, thank you. Thank you. They're showing me something nice now because of course I can't stand any more difficulty here. I'm only a single person and the things they're showing me are pretty horrible. So, I mean, they just want to acknowledge people out there who are suffering, and they want you to know that they see it and that they see you. Even if you can't see them, you're not alone. That's the biggest message that's coming through for the collective. Also saw someone recently had a baby or is about to have a baby. You could be having a girl. You may know you're going to have a girl. They want you to know that's going to go well. She's a special soul, and she's going to grow up to be very beautiful and very happy. And it's going to be because of her mother. There's something about you and your story that will help her to live a better life. They're telling me she's an angel. She chose you specifically. I'm also seeing that someone had a child on July 2nd. Could be the same child, I don't know. I'm seeing that someone is due in the fall, sometime around Samhain, October, late October, early November. That could be a boy. I'm hearing the name Randy or Randall. I'm hearing the name Tila. Luis is coming through. Anthony is coming through. There's someone in the collective right now who is Cancerian. You might be buying a home, or you want to buy a home. They're saying you should do it. Don't worry about interest rates. Buy the house. There's someone in the collective who's thinking about buying a house and you're not sure. Buy the house. Don't worry about the interest rates. They're going to fluctuate. This is coming from me, from my personal perspective, is you'll be able to refinance. The moment interest rates go down, you get 6 months or more into a mortgage, just refinance. At that time, if prices have gone up in 6 months, you can take out any equity you want when you refinance. And then at a lower, if it's a lower interest rate, your payment will probably be about the same. Yeah. Then you can do a major renovation to the property and increase the value even more. They're telling me that's good advice. Someone on the other side's like, hey, that's really good advice. Yeah, I know. The conversations. Where's my friend Heidi? This is a good question. She's not with me right now. Yeah, when she's often with me, it's later in the day, and her family is about 5 hours ahead of me, so she can be here, but she's waving to me like in the distance, like, hey, I'm here. She's just busy right now with her own family. I'm hearing the name Luca. I'm hearing the name Maya, or it's the word Maya. Maya means cosmic illusion. It's also one of the brightest stars in the Pleiades. They're telling me something about Year of the Tiger. I'm also seeing, weirdly, a Dunkin' Donuts. So I don't actually have any Dunkin' Donuts in this area, but they're showing me a Dunkin' Donuts, and they're showing me someone smoking a cigarette before going in to the Dunkin' Donuts and then going in ordering a coffee. So if that resonates for you, there's something in this reading today that's for you. I see the time, and I think that I actually want to keep going, but I am going to keep going. I'm going to make an extended to this, and I'm going to put it on Patreon. So if you want to hear more, if any of this resonated for you, please come over to Patreon, and I will continue this reading there. Otherwise, Om Namah Shivaya. That's what you should say during this time where both Mars and Rahu are in Bharani. It's particularly important on July 31. Please, please, please say your mantras that day. I have a lot of mantras available for you on patreon.com, and I show you how to say them, the proper way to say them, and what to do, how to hold yourself, how to breathe. So if you want to learn more about Vedic astrology, if you want to learn more about Siddha medicine, anything to do with Ayurveda, anything from the Vedas, please come on in. Planetary movements. I just did a short video on Ketu in Visakha. That's a nakshatra that is connected to Scorpio as well as Libra. So if you are Scorpio or Libra, Ketu is the south node. You need to understand that nakshatra, and you also, if you come into Patreon right now as a VIP, I will do your basic Vedic chart for you. I just put that in as one of the benefits because I feel like it's necessary to really be able to fully get what's happening on my channel. All of my readings, I connect to the planets. I'm not just a tarot reader. And Vedic astrology is the 24-degree difference between that and tropical astrology. So Vedic astrology is 15,000 plus years old. That's just the first written evidence, which also happens to coincide with the fact of the very first written evidence ever on the planet comes from the Vedas. Okay, and that's where Vedic astrology comes from. It's an ecosystem that includes advanced mathematics and astrophysics, things that we're confirming today through astrophysics, through scientists in those fields are confirming things that you find in the Vedas. So anybody out there who has any alien conspiracy theories, come over to patreon.com because you're going to learn things there, not about aliens, but about very ancient knowledge that we're just confirming today. Same thing with Ayurveda. A lot of studies, medical studies, which I have to read as part of my job. Telling you, I'm amazed to see how things like that come from Ayurvedic medicine and Siddha medicine are actually there. Meditation in particular shows if you meditate, which mantras will help you to do. If you meditate, there's actually a recent study results that come from a peer-reviewed. They come from JAMA, the Journal of the American Medical Association, I believe. Wait, don't quote me on that. They're telling me that's not it. You're probably right. It's probably not. I read JAMA like every day, so I do get confused. But I can even post it for you guys. I'll post it on Patreon, okay? Basically, meditation, daily meditation actually helps you at the genomic level. So your genome, the human genome, you have one, we all have one. That's where your chromosomes are. If you think of the human genome as a grocery bag, and inside that grocery bag are, say, packages, multiple packages of, say, fudge stripe cookies, Keebler fudge stripe cookies, because they're so well organized in their packages. Okay, so each package is of fudge stripe cookies is a chromosome, and each cookie is like DNA. Think of it that way, and then you'll understand the human genome better. And you know that there's space in there besides the packages of cookies, right? And whenever you take out the packages of cookies, there's inevitably crumbs at the bottom, even though none of the packages are open. That's the case with the human genome too. And that part of that genome is called the dark genome. And that actually affects a lot of our mental health. Wow, I have no idea where this little tutorial is coming from, but okay, they're saying it's good. All right, so basically, yes, meditation can help you at the genomic level. So if stress can kick off DNA within the dark genome, that the crumbs at the bottom of the grocery bag basically is the dark genome. If stress can do that, guess what meditation can do? It can supercharge your immune system. At a time where COVID and new diseases are coming out seemingly nearly every day. Somewhere in New York, there was just the first case of polio in a very long time. There's something strange is happening right now in our universe. So being able to control and heal yourself, control your own body, heal your own body is really important. And I think that will also help you to connect with your own spirituality. I'm considering teaching people how to do that, how to connect with their own, like how to enhance your own psychic abilities, because you all have it. You all have it. The Harvard study from 2014, the telepathy study, that proved it. Anybody. It wasn't like special people that they were working with. It was anybody. Okay, anybody. You all have it. It just has to be developed, I think. Okay, everyone, I'm going to wrap here. Until next time, Om Namah Shivaya. Be well. Have a good weekend. I hope this was helpful to many of you. And we'll see you on the flip side. I'm going to continue the reading on Patreon. Bye now.